Hey, if you've ever put some audio through a clock divider, trying to get subharmonics or even to produce chords, like if you put a clean signal in like this, and then you get this out. But you're expecting to get this, the clean version of that. I will show you how to fix this and how you can use clock dividers for making chords and subharmonics with the help of my Zero2 module. So the Zero2 module, it can be used to add jitter to things, and in this case it's removing jitter. And jitter is this, I'll show you. It's what you can see on the signal. So let's see. Lower one is the clean coming in. The upper one is divide by 2. And as you can see, it jumps around a little bit, this point. And that is because the clock divider I have here, the Dopfer one, that is microcontroller based, and because of the way they're usually built, you get some kind of latency through the module from, actually it looks like this. So from when you get the flank coming in, there, and then it has to calculate the division and so on. And that takes a little bit different amount of time depending on where the microcontroller in the clock divider is and the frequency of the loops of the program. So let's see, how can we fix this? Well, first of all, I'll just invert things so it looks better. So I've connected, I'll show you how connected it is as well. So it is actually very simple. It's like this. You have the VCO, the clean signal, that one. That goes to my mixer, and it also goes into the clock divider as a clocking signal. But it also goes to input A on the Zero2. And out from the clock divider goes into D, like in data, and on the output you then get this stable signal. Yeah. So what I'm doing, I'm actually taking this this is the data out from the clock divider, and that is jittering. But if you look over here on the next rise of the clock coming in, or this signal, over there the data is stable. So what I'm doing is I'm using this flank to reclock what's coming out from the Zero module, and that way I have stabilized things, and then you have your clean and your subdivision. So you can go by divide by 3 or 5 or something. If I turn it off again, you get this strange behavior again. But there's also a problem with this. If I start increasing the frequency and have this, still works fine. But what if I increase the frequency so much so this jittering signal up here is coming past this reclocking position, this reclocking flank on that signal. Well, I don't know if you can hear this. I hope so. What's happening is we will do this not cleaned. So you can hear the frequency is actually going down. And even if I try to clean this up, it doesn't really work. So what's happening there is if you go too high up in frequency, the reclocking won't work because the frequency is so high, so the jitter becomes too big. I should say, first of all, that I really love this clock divider. I use it a lot, and in general, I love clock dividers. So for rhythmic things, if you have this jitter, it doesn't really matter because that sort of adds some kind of swing to the signal and a little bit more life than if it would be super clean clocking. But for audio, it could be kind of annoying. So that's why I'm doing this resynchronization of the signal coming out. And I'll do some repatching here and do another channel of this so we can have a 3-tone chord going on. So, okay, so now I connected another channel. So I still have the main one and divide by 2. And then I have divide by 3. So I can make chords. But just because I can, I also connected divide by 5, so I can swap out divide by 3 by 5. So this is sort of the chord, and if I go back to this dirtier version, this is what you had from the start. Yeah, fairly practical for all sorts of things. So I'm showing this with clock dividers, but you can do this with all sorts of other signals as well. But bear in mind that the output from the Zero2 is it's a logical signal, so you will get square waves out. But you can use those square waves to sync other things or trigger all sorts of things. Another fun thing that I'm not going to do now is to take these 3 parts that I have and you run them through filters, so you don't have to filter as hard as if you have all this jitter. You can sort of filter that away, but then you won't get any brilliance in the tone. So by syncing them first and then filtering them, you can get some really nice results. And then also do this switching in between different divisions from your clock dividers, so you can sort of affect the harmonics. And you could also do some weirder things. Like I showed you, when you turn up the incoming frequency, it's sort of it folds backwards and goes down in frequency when the incoming frequency is too high. So if I go back to having this chord going again, and I go up in frequency a lot, you get odd results. And so if you put a sequence in here that has a fairly big span, when it's in the upper limits, the clean frequency will go through, but the divided frequencies will fold downwards, so you can get some really fun and strange results. So I hope this was useful in some way. So thanks. Bye.